is our second year in business. Our first year, we weren't really getting anything unless we needed something for the bills, which was minimal. This year, we are getting paid. Well, I mean, the year just started, but we have been getting paid. So that's good because the first year we were investing everything back into the business and back to all the inventory so we can stock up, buy a second machine, everything that we need, programmers, because different programmers for different cars.
Yeah.
It's just been like that.
Yeah, the first year was, I think we just did our taxes and we spent probably 90% of what we made last year just restocking and buying everything that we needed. Pretty much we knew we were gonna have to reinvest everything just because we needed the things, you know, like we have pack outs, we had to fix the van up to be able to have our equipment in there. And yeah, you can start off slow, which is actually what we did. We had like a Craftsman box in there at one point, but then that broke apart because it wasn't taking, like, you know, because the van was moving a lot, so that wasn't great. We finally have it set up to where it works for us. Yeah, now we're investing in things to make us look more professional. But yeah, I know there's a lot of like people that want to get into the business, and yeah, it can be definitely good, you know, especially you get to set your own hours, you get to do your own thing. But don't go into it thinking that it's gonna be like easy, fast money, because it's not. It takes a lot of startup, which means.
And then also another thing is that when we were starting off, we were buying the wrong things and we were investing into the wrong inventory. So that put us back a bit, but now that we know what we're doing, now it makes sense. We help someone also start a key business. They're not near us, but it's a family member, and we pretty much told them everything they needed, so they didn't make the same mistakes as us. So they spent less than us, but they still had to spend a good amount to get started. And they're still going pretty slow, even though they have everything.
And then even then it was like, okay, well, you bought this machine, but like I think they started off with a 508, an X tool, the Key Tool Pro, the Key Tool Max, things like that. But then some programmers like the Autel lost it lost a lot of its functionality because they stopped being able to do like all keys lost on Toyota, I think on Fords too, right? And GMs. So then it was like the X tool, but that one isn't always great for Toyotas as well. So then you got to get the Lonsdor, and then now I think we finally upgraded too. We got the Auto Pro Pad. So it's like constant investment and just knowing that, you know, there's going to be money that you're going to put back into the business. And right now, like for us at least, we're trying to I'm still working my normal job, kind of help subsidize this. This is his full-time work. But we're putting in as much time and effort as we can to make this grow. We're mobile. On the weekends we're 24/7, so since I don't work weekends, that's when I go with him and help him out too. I'm learning how to do everything as well. But yeah, it's just putting in work. It is definitely like, we like it and we see the potential in it, but I don't think pretty much what we just want to say is don't go in blind thinking like, oh wow, someone went out and they
made money.
Like because we get that comment a lot, like, wow, it took you like 10 minutes to do that, and it looks so easy, and you're charging me this much, can I get a discount? Or if they don't ask a discount, it's just like the comment itself of like, that was so easy, you just made this much money in that little bit of time. But they don't see the other end of it where, yeah, it was so easy because we're doing it with a $3,000 programmer and a $2,000 cutter, and
also the years of learning. I went to classes, been doing this for 6 or 7 years, and first, yeah, learning everything is simple. The FCCs, the transponders, but actually doing them and then finding how to get the key information or places of where to remove it to get information, using lead sheets, which are the tools that you get the cuts for. If the ignition doesn't match on some cars, you have to remove the ignition, which is
Yeah.
I guess it's like a mechanic job almost of doing removal of stuff, but you need to in order to actually do a key.
Yeah. And sometimes it looks so easy because we've gone and done a key and we broke our heads. We stayed there for like longer than we should have. But yeah, it made the next job easier because now we know what mistakes we made or what mistakes to avoid. So it's always a constant process of like learning, troubleshooting, having the right equipment. You know, so it's just that. If you guys are interested, like we're definitely down to go into the financials. You do have to take that in with a grain of salt though, because every market is going to be a little bit different depending where you live. We live in Central California, which is like semi-rural, you know. So you do have a mix of like cars and what people can afford, which we try to work with.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like commuter vehicles, so older cars.
Yeah.
Most of them are Hondas or Toyotas, and then there's a lot of trucks too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that stuff. European stuff, there isn't that many. There is from people that come from like the Bay Area and move over here. They bring their European stuff.
Yeah.
We don't really work with anything European, not right now.
Yeah, and
It's
even
just not needed.
like our financials, we still haven't gotten into a lot of keys. Like he's talking about European vehicles. Like we don't really touch Mercedes and BMWs. We're going to maybe in the next, before the end of the year, we're going to try to get into that by taking classes and, you know, making sure that we are fully aware of what can go wrong or like how to troubleshoot those. So we haven't done that. We don't do residential, and we don't do commercial. So right now, like once we get into the European vehicles, that's definitely going to help us out. If we do maybe some residential, not everything, but just like maybe lockouts. Maybe we're still kind of unsure, especially of
because a lot of the residentials we get calls, and then if you were to give out a price, they're like, I could just break my lock and buy it at Home Depot for $25-$30.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? We're not gonna be able to go to you and replace your lock for $30 or make you a key for less than $30.
Yeah, and sometimes we do advise people like, hey, it's not worth it for you and it's not worth it for us because it's gonna, you know, we don't want to make you spend money and in this way. Like you can probably find another method, or like if they want us to make a key for like a master lock, it's just not worth it. The time it's gonna take us, we're gonna charge you a little bit more than maybe what the lock is worth brand new. So it might just be better to break the lock and put in a new one.
And the brand new one usually comes with 2 keys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make you 1 key, and it's gonna be maybe double or triple the price of a new one.
Yeah. So like I said, if you guys are interested, we can definitely talk the financials of the business. It's just like we say, you know, like take it with a grain of salt because every market is going to be different. Pricing is going to be different. So just because we charge a certain price doesn't mean that's the price that you're going to get in San Francisco or in LA or in
even around here. There's
Texas.
a market that charges way more than us.